we are going to be sharing how we came to be. And little did you guys know, we actually broke up before.
Why are you looking at me?
There's a reason why.
Well, I was about to say, I'm about to put you on blast on God. I honestly didn't care at the time. It was either she did it or I did. Like, we was already like mentally on like the same page when it came to
us splitting up.
Right.
But I didn't do no greasy shit to him. Alright.
Why are you saying that in a way like of trying to make it seem like I did some greasy shit?
Because he was over here talking to other females.
Whoa! Time out. It wasn't even like that. Don't worry, we're gonna clarify everything. I'm gonna explain my half, she's gonna explain her half. You know what I'm saying? Get here and get the full picture of how we came to be today. We're going to be sharing who hit up who first, how we even became one in the first place, what we've learned throughout our breakup, and stuff that we carry within our relationship to this day, you know, etc. and stuff like that. I had to stay tuned so I get a full picture of everything, how everything came to be. So,
but before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. That way you guys get notified every time we drop a new video. So let's get into it.
So I know y'all saw our first video, so y'all got like a little bit of history of like how we first came to be. But just for people who haven't seen that video, by any chance, we're just gonna like run through everything 2.5 so y'all can get like the actual full picture.
So at the time, I was with my ex, and after school, we would always go to McDonald's because that's where everybody else was at. I guess he came up to him, and then that's when I met him. Anyways, he ended up chilling with us at McDonald's, and afterwards, we ended up going to the library that was like right across the street. So we ended up going to the library, we were just chilling. Afterwards, that's when my ex had walked me home, and then he also came along with us.
Yeah, actually sounds like mad greasy now that I think about it.
Yeah, it was. Because,
like,
he walked with us, and he saw him kissing me, and I just like, now that I think about it, I'm just like, yo.
Chill. Like, cause like, bro, like,
now if you think about it,
I know it is kind of weird, cause like I really did walk bro to her crib, and I also walked bro back. I didn't walk him back to his crib, but like my crib and his crib, I guess like we had to walk the same way, but we just split like after a certain like point, cause obviously he probably lives like somewhere else, whatever. But I basically walked him, like I was walking with him the whole way through, and we was chatting. But like I wasn't really paying attention to you. Like my eyes wasn't on you.
Neither at the time I wasn't really paying attention.
Right, that was bro's girl. Like that's his. You feel me? Like if anything, at the time I probably was in like some type of. It wasn't even a situationship. I was just with a girl that I just link up every now and then, you know, to do the dudes, but. I don't know, I didn't really look at bro like, you know, we homies or anything.
And then a couple weeks after, that's when I don't know who was that told me, I don't know if it was my ex or somebody, but he was like, oh, can you get your IG? Because he wants to ask you something. I was like, okay. So
and bro,
okay.
let me, yo, I know.
You never asked me a question.
Yes, I did,
you
bro.
You never did. What were you gonna ask me? So after a couple months, my ex and I have been on and off for like a while. It was toxic all around. And then that's when a couple weeks after, I saw him again at McDonald's. Because I was always in McDonald's, y'all, with anybody. So when I went to McDonald's, I saw him. He had came through the door, and he went to like the other side of McDonald's. Like, and like y'all at the time, I was like, you know what? He was actually looking good.
Your face on full effect.
Like, get out of here.
I know I look crazy. Like, don't mind me. Like, I'm trying to do something with my hair right now, so I look crazy. But trust me, like, I'm gonna get that baby face back in full effect.
So then I had told one of the girls that were at the table that he would look really good and whatnot. And then that's when she ended up deciding to call him over, and then they told him like, oh yeah, you know, she said that you look good or not. And then after that, what happened? What did you say? What did
I say? I think I said something slick. I was like,
did.
Yeah, I said something like, wow, slick. I was like, I think I said something along the lines of, obviously I said it way more slicker than this, but I think I said something along the lines of like, you probably got like, you got my IG, you could ban me anytime, or some shit like that. Like,
no, you said that I look good too.
No, I definitely said you look good too. I was like, shoot, you look good too. Like, feel me? Like, you got my IG. Like, feel me?
After a couple months after, I believe, that's when, you know, I was like, you know what? Forget this relationship. Like, I was over it. I was in math class, you know, I was just talking to my friends and whatnot, and then I was scanning his IG, and I was like, yo, you really do look good. And then I was like, you know, I would really like want to, like, you know, try to see where it goes.
Yo, this is giving me like, you feel me? Like, yeah.
And then one of my friends had took my phone. Like, he was like, he does snatch my phone, and he was like, I got you. And then he texted you saying that. He was like, yeah, you look that good.
All right, first of all, pause.
In my perspective.
I know, but it's just like,
yeah.
pause. I know exactly what that message said word for word.
You did?
Yes.
What was it?
You were like, hey, I don't know if you still got a girlfriend or something like that. You were like, I don't know if you got a relationship, but you look mad good. I was like,
yeah.
Anything after that is just kind of both of our perspectives because we were together. So like, I'm gonna speak on my perspective until after, up until the point where you texted me. So before she texted me, I was in another relationship. After we ended things, she texted me on April 1st of 2019. Now that I don't know why I know that so clearly, but like I think I'll forever remember that. Like a week before that was the day like me and old girl had broken up. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little heartbroken. I ain't even gonna hold you for me because like the way she like cheated on me was crazy. But I wasn't in detention. But the day she texted me, I happened to be with my vice principal. She was like directing like detention and shit like that. But like there were certain students that she was cool with. So like some students would like sit around her, you know, just chop it up and shit like that. And I distinctly remember my man's Jordan. He was there. I was scrolling through my notifications, right? And I seen that I had gotten a new message. So I was like, who's this? And the reason why I said who's this, because at the time, her IG username was different. So it was very similar to another girl's IG. If it was the other one, I would have dubbed because it just wasn't my cup of tea. Obviously at the time, I'm like, if this was the other one, no. But if it's you, I'll entertain. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Entertain?
Yeah, I'm gonna entertain it. Like, what's up? Like, you feel me? Like, you texting me, I'm gonna see what's up with it.
Okay.
Feel me? So I scanned the IG. I'm praying it's her. So I go to the IG and then lo and behold, it was Shorty, bro. It was Shorty. I was like, I got mad hype. I called Jordan. I was like, yo, slide to the back real quick. I made this a big ass deal, bro. Mind you, bro, any girl I was with before that didn't really reach your level of status when it came to appearances. So like, you feel me? So I was mad hype. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh snap, like I gotta be a guy. You feel me? Like chill. So I went to Jordan. I'm like, bro, like, what do I do, bro? I've never texted a girl with this level of caliber, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, just be you, bro. Like, hold that, bro. Like, don't let it slip. So I'm like, I bet, like, I got this. You feel me? So like, I texted her back, yada yada yada. We was texting all day that day, I remember. And then I was with my dad. This was way after school. I was with my dad. We was driving to Lord and Taylor. Yo, I remember this like it was yesterday. And I'm like, I don't like texting in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill. So I was like, I'm gonna be bold. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I cannot wait for this girl's name to be on my phone. Like, for us. So I was like, you know what? I get digits 2.5, you feel me? I'm like, yo, let me get your digits so we can FaceTime, right? Something about be like, yo, that's like OD, like FaceTime off rip, like, but I'm like, I'm trying to see her face, like, I'm trying to match it up, you feel me? Cause like,
yo, what?
You feel me? Even though like I already seen your face in person, but it's just like still like, I just wanted to see like, and she denied me, bro. Like, he was like, I can't FaceTime right now, the whole beat, like the whole shebang. He was like, I can't FaceTime at the crib right now. I was a little heartbroken. I was like, dang, like, can't see her face. But she still slipped me the digits, so I was like, bro, when I got the digits, I saved her number so fast. I already put a nice little pink heart next to it, you know, the double pink hearts. I put that right next to her. I was like, Chad, that's my little shorty, Chad. But anyways, yeah, so we was texting for a little bit. Then came the day where I was really like contemplating because it was good vibes. You know what I'm saying? She was cool people. Everything was cool. And I'm just like, I think it was April, maybe. Yo, it was 2 months in at the time. I was like, yo, like, I think I might have to make shit official, bro. Like, I don't like walking around with a girl with your level of beauty, just talking about something. We talk. Like, I gotta let people know that she mine. Like, people ask, yo, who that? Like, it's my girlfriend. That's my shorty. You feel me? What you talking about? So then, June 3rd of 2019, I was walking her home, and we was crossing the street. I remember this so clear. He was crossing the street, right? He was crossing the street, and I was just like, yo, I asked her for, you know, I was like, yo, I want you to be my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She said yes, and then boom, we was in a relationship ever since June 3rd of 2019. It wasn't the best relationship, which we're about to get into, so.
I feel like at the time I wasn't really at a good spot to be in a relationship with him because, like, you know, like, the only problem he did have was just that he was too friendly, which I didn't like.
Bro, you gotta understand, bro, from my point of view, like, I was at the time.
Still young, so
yeah,
like,
so
I mean, I get it, but it was like, he wasn't to the point where he would cheat. Like, he would never do that.
Yeah, I didn't cheat. I admit that. I was mad friendly. I was like.
I don't think he knew that he was too friendly.
Right.
Like, he was just kind of like, what are you talking about?
That was crazy. That was like a problem I had in like every relationship.
Yeah.
Cause like I would be hugging girls like this, like two arms, like, hey, how you doing? Like my arm around the waist. Like,
yeah, around me you wouldn't.
Like. Now,
yeah, I dare you hug girl like that.
No, not like this. Not like this. I would hug. No. I'm talking about like I'll be hugging girls like from the waist, and they have the arms around me. Like,
wow, you was with me?
Yeah.
You wild right now, Danny.
Oh, you would have died.
It'd be for like 2 seconds though.
I don't care. 2 seconds or one.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Hey, I'm not like that.
Yeah, you better not be.
Maybe I'm not like that. Are
Maybe
you crazy? I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our main problems that happened in that relationship.
Yeah, that's our main problem. Our communication was really bad. There was things that I couldn't tell him.
Not to throw it on you, but like majority of our communication problems fell on you.
Yeah, I kind of did. You know why? It's because like I just got out of a relationship and it was not okay. Like getting out of a relationship, like you're scared to open up to a new person and you're scared to give him all because you don't know what's gonna happen.
True.
And I knew that he was, you know, all good and stuff like that. But I was like, I can't. Like there was something stopping me from like giving my all to him. And I think that's why I had the decision to why we should have like broken up.
It was bad because of communication, but it's not just communication. It's actually just because like lack of understanding, lack of being considerate. Because realistically, if I would have just took time to like understand how you felt or like what you went through, that's one thing about communication. Like I should like listen to it. If I took time to like understand all that, then like I would probably been a little more easy and a little more like, all right, let me give her a second, you know what I'm saying? Because if something was wrong, I want her to tell me like right then and there. Like I understand like you can't tell me right then and there, but don't tell me like a week later. And I think that's why like one of our worst arguments like happened because I was like so pissed off. So long story short, when I got over to my new school, a couple of other heads got transferred from that school into that school too, and I had made friends with her. We were cool and everything, yada yada. And at the time, like I don't know if you ever remember that pick mail thing, where like you tell people pick mail, they like repost it or whatever. So she sent me pick mail, right? And no bull, like I didn't think anything of it. Now, like I'm like, alright, chill. But like at the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to adapt to the stop being too friendly thing. So she told me to repost it. Yo, but when I reposted it, it was like mad friendly. I was just like, always send me ping mail, da da da. Go and follow her and shit like that, right? She seen it. I looked at my views, bro. She seen it. No problem. She didn't text me. We was texting like regular degular. I'd see her after school, because after I got off school, nothing. She didn't complain now, bro. She didn't complain not once, bro. Right? About 2 to 3 weeks later, bro, I go to see her. Nowhere to be found. I go into the building, I go to the school, right? I see her, and she damn near walked right by me. I'm like, okay. And like, we were like perfectly okay, bro. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, is everything okay? Like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, something's clearly wrong. Like, usually when you see me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good vibe, you know, we kiss, you know what I'm saying? Cuddle, all that extra shit. So I'm asking her for like about an hour. She's giving me the cold shoulder, not talking to me, silent treatment, all of that, right? So we finally get out like an hour and a half later. I'm with my man's Masa, right? And Masa's like, noticing, he's like, yo, like, it's good with you and old girl. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm trying to find out, bro. He's like, you better find out. I was like, yo, like, got you right now. Bro, tell me why, bro. I go out the building and I'm looking for her. I don't see her, bro. And then my man's, he's like, oh, isn't that her over there? Bro, she booked it all the way to the light. Like, she started stepping. I'm like, yo, like, what you doing? Like, so like, I had to go up there, catch up to her. I'm like, yo, where you going? She's standing there talking about some nothing's wrong, right? So I'm low-key getting irritated because I'm like, all right, bro, there's something clearly wrong. Like, you don't just do this like as regular. Basically, her problem was the fact that I posted Ogre, right? But when she said it, she made it seem like I had just did it, and I was like, I posted who? So I'm going through my social media, right? Because I'm thinking she's talking about right now. Because obviously, you didn't say anything to me for 2 to 3 weeks about something that was bothering you, and you just bring it up to me at that point. I'm gonna think I just did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about something that happened 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm looking at all my social media to see like my story. I'm like, what are you talking about? Bro, she watches me go through all my social medias to finally tell me, oh, you didn't post her today. You posted her like a while ago. I was like, so then I'm really thinking about it, and at the time I'm really lost. I'm like, wait, hold up. So then I started putting 2 together. I'm like, bro, are you talking about the time I posted her when she sent me pick mail, bro? That was like 3 weeks ago, bro. She was like, yeah, and I was just like, okay. I wasn't saying okay, like trying to like play the situation like as if like posting another girl's not deep. I was saying okay as in like, why is this coming up now? Like, why is it a problem? Because obviously it wasn't a problem for 3 weeks. She just started feeding me all this extra BS, and I got tight, and I was just like, bro, like forget the situation, like, yo, like your communication's mad garbage. Like, you bring something up to me now instead of then, and we could have solved it 3 weeks ago, and now we got to deal with it now. That's not the first time you've done it. You've been doing it our whole relationship, and every time I tell you, it's always, I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna work on it, and then you just did some bullshit like that. I was just like, that's the worst one you've ever done. I was just like, yo, I should really headbutt you right now. Like, what's wrong with you?
So after that, that's when COVID came around. And then, you know, schools were about to close down. So clearly I wasn't able to see him anymore because that's the only times that we did see each other. So... And
it's not even like we were seeing each other like the way we wanted to either.
Yeah, we would be only for each other for like 30 minutes and then I had to be out.
Yeah, because you got that tight-ass curfew.
And then, you know, I felt like things were just not okay. My communication and all the other things above it, I was like, you know what, I feel like I just have to end this. So I decided to break up with him.
You was going through it. Don't even try to
I was going through it.
You was going through it.
I was going through it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, it was a time for me to heal. Like, the time of my healing process was like...
Never ended. It never ended.
Okay, it's not that it never ended. It's like, okay, it's not that it didn't end. It was just like, you know, I was really sad because I was like, yo, this is like the first person who actually treated me very well. Like, as a man that he was, like, he was very different. I was like, he cared very much. He was so affectionate. He was so delicate with me. He never raised, you know, me or nothing like that. Like, my other ex did.
Oh, never put my hands on. I just want to give you your props too, because like I don't want to take away the girlfriend you were in our relationship, because I think the girl you showed me who you were, like outside like the communication and stuff like that, the typical stereotype, at least where we live, is like kind of ratchet. Like girls portray like really ratchet personalities and always love to argue. You know what I'm saying? Bad bitch this, bad bitch that. Like it was just mad good, and she just didn't portray her like it was like she carried herself more classy than anything. You know what I'm saying? And one trait that like really stood out more was the fact that you was into God. None of the women I was with was into God, and I think now I cherish that more than anything. But like at the time, like I felt able to like open up more, because like I was never able to open up like that, like from a spiritual standpoint with any other woman. But outside of that, like you're just a loving ass person, affectionate as hell. Yo, your loyalty is outstanding. Like I've told, bro, even when we broke up, dog, I tell everybody in their mom like she was the most loyalist person like ever, bro. No matter what we did, how down bad I was, because y'all don't know, but like you had a job and I didn't at the time. She was buying us food. A lot of girls would look at that and be like, nah, he's a broke ass nigga. Like, no, I was actually trying to get a job. It was just like at the time for some reason just wasn't able to.
I mean, he still did his part. Sometimes he
Right.
It's not like, oh, shoot, like she did everything for him and he didn't do nothing. Like, nah, he
Right.
did his thing too, y'all.
Yeah,
So don't think it's nothing like that, because it's not.
Look at it.
You know? Well, then after we broke up,
Right.
you know, I was in the process of just being independent, doing what I have to do, get through high school, have good grades in school.
While still missing me.
I was trying to move on. I'm like being so serious. Like I was trying to move on. At the time, I was texting a friend of mine's, whatever.
Friend of yours.
Don't do that, cause you were
Sorry,
doing
I know.
I was trying to get with a guy for my job, but I was not ready. After our first date, y'all, I just couldn't. Like, I felt so weird. Like, for one, I didn't feel comfortable enough to opening up to like a stranger. Like, I knew he was like my supervisor or whatever, but I was like, he had his arms around me. I would slide so he wouldn't touch me anymore. And yo, as soon as I called my like taxi to go home, and like he tried to kiss me. I put my mask on so fast. I was like, yo, hell no. Anyways, like there was still little stuff about me that was like, but then again, at the time, like I was, you know, going to church, like I was giving myself to God. I still am to this day, but at the time, like I was like trying to like make myself better, because I was really traumatized with a lot of the stuff that was happening to me.
Okay, so for me, like, to be a little more open about me, I think I was open when it came to like situations in a relationship, but like as far as me went, I don't think I was like totally open and honest. My loyalty, I don't know, I think I wanted to be more serious when it came to a relationship. Like I wanted to cut that friendly shit out, because I knew that like I had like an understanding that like, yo, when you're in a relationship, it's like you're more of making a commitment and choice rather than just doing it just because you think you're in love and shit like that. So I wanted to get all that out the way, so that way in case it was with her or any other girl, I feel like I'd be okay to like, be in a relationship. I also wanted to get right with God and also get right with my future, because I had no idea what I was doing at the time. You didn't know what you wanted to do until after you got with me.
I did what I didn't.
I'm not going to get into that, but
Yeah.
anyways, guys, that is the end of our video. Now you guys got the ins and outs, the timeline, the timestamps, all of that of our relationship. It's our very first story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on this video, any criticism, good or bad, any video suggestions you guys want to see in the future, let us know down below. And yeah, I already know what the deal is, bro. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications, that way you guys get notified every time we drop a new video. And follow us both on IG, that way you guys keep up with us and all that good shit. Gonna catch you on the next video.
Bye.